Welcome back to session 3. In session 2, we discussed about the importance of non-conventional energy sources. Now let us start the session 3 with the title called Principle of Energy Conservation. In this, basically we are studying the principle of energy conservation, what the law states. Then we are studying about common forms of energy. Then we are studying the definition of energy conservation, and we are studying one more important definition called energy audit. And also we are studying about two principles of governing energy conservation policies, which are those two principles that govern the energy conservation policies. Let us start with a very basic principle, which is a very well known principle, that is principle of energy conservation. The principle of energy conservation states that the energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can get transformed from one form to another form. So the common forms of energy include thermal, electrical, chemical, kinetic, potential, mechanical. So the energy exists in these forms. So it is often stated that the summation of all different kinds of energy is always constant. What is energy conservation? Energy conservation means reduction in energy consumption, but there is no compromise within the quality and the quantity of the production. The energy conservation means reducing the energy consumption as much as possible, taking utmost care of quality and quantity of the production. All the standards should be met, but the energy consumption should be reduced. That is the definition of energy conservation. So in lighter form, it may be defined like this: for the same energy consumption, higher production. It is often aimed to produce at a very higher rate. Energy conservation means here we are trying to minimize the wastage. It is therefore imperative that electricity which is in shortage should be utilized efficiently, and the areas of where the energy is wastefully used are to be identified, and corrective measures are searched for adoption. Most of the times the electricity is the energy which is in shortage, that should be used very efficiently. Not only electricity, even the energy which is going wasteful should be identified, and corrective measures are searched for its adoption or to minimize the wastage. So this process can be done with the help of a term called energy audit. Energy audit is nothing but it is a detailed technical study or a technical survey of a plant in which machine wise, section wise, department wise pattern of energy consumption is studied, and attempts to balance the total energy input correlating with the production. So the energy audit, it is nothing but detailed study of a plant in which the machine wise, section wise, department wise the energy consumption pattern is studied, and an attempt is made in the direction such that the balance to balance the total energy input correlating with the production. As a result of the study, the areas where the energy is wastefully used and the improvements are felt are identified, and corrective measures are recommended for adoption on short term and long term priority basis. So by doing this, the overall plant efficiency gets improved. So here by doing technical audit, the energy which is used wastefully can be identified, and some improvements are recommended so that it ultimately results in plant's efficiency. So the energy conservation can also be defined as the substitution of the energy with capital, labor, material and time. The energy conservation word or the term is not only related with only the energies, even it is related to the money, monetary, labor, material and time. So here the energy conservation also covers the substitution of shortage energy like oil with the abundant type of energy like coal, or substitution of energy with convenience. Next, coming to the principles, which are the principle that governs the energy conservation policies. The energy conservation policies are governed by two principles. The first one is known as maximum thermodynamic efficiency, and the second one is the maximum cost effectiveness in energy use. Usually the first and second laws of thermodynamics gives the basis for the measurement of efficiency of energy use, what is the input and what is the output obtained, and allocation of available production factors determines the cost effectiveness of conservation, whether the plant is manually operated, whether it is semi-automated, or it is entirely or purely it is automated. So all these factors determines the cost effectiveness. Then maximum thermodynamic efficiency can be defined with the help of maximum work done. Usually it is found with the relation called maximum work can be found by subtracting the energy loss in transfer and energy discharge to the energy input. That is, maximum work is equals to energy input, that is what is the input is given, and what is the loss in the energy transfer, and what is the energy discharge. So when we subtract energy loss in transfer and energy discharge with the energy input, the maximum work done by the plant can be found easily. Work, it is simply to recall, I have added these three terms, that is work. It is nothing but it is an sole interaction between the system and surrounding. Energy input, most of the times it is the chemical energy given in the form of fossil fuels, and energy loss is nothing but the energy dissipated to the ambient environment from the process equipment without doing any work. Usually it is lost in terms of radiative or convective heat transfer. So energy conservation is the energy demand management that aims at increasing the efficiency of use. So if the intention is made to improve the overall efficiency of the plant, or reducing the energy consumption with increased or without making compromise in quality and quantity of the production, all these sorts of stuffs are done to increase what? The efficiency. So this can be done with the help of what? Energy audit. Energy audit is nothing but a detailed study where the energy consumption is studied, and wherever there is a lot of wastage, the improvement or corrective measures are taken, which ultimately improves the efficiency. An energy audit helps to understand more about the ways different energy sources are used, and helps to identify areas where waste can occur and where scope for improvement may be possible. So by doing technical audit, it is easy to identify where the waste is occurring and where the scope for improvement is possible or available. So that's all about session 3. Basically it was with the principle of energy conservation. We discussed about the the principle of energy conservation, and also we studied the definition of energy conservation, actual definition of energy conservation, and also one more important term called technical or energy audit, and also the two principles of governing energy conservation policies. Now, to assess the content understood from session 3, I have framed around 4 multiple choice questions. Kindly attempt these questions, give your proper response, and later validate whether the answers, the response made from you are correct or wrong. So the first question is, the sum of all kinds of energy is option A constant, option B 0, option C positive, and option D negative. So the right answer is option A constant. In the beginning only I said the energy exists in different forms like kinetic, mechanical, thermal, potential, and summation of all these energies is often considered as constant. Second question, energy conservation means option A increasing energy consumption, option B reducing energy consumption, option C both A and B are right, and option D neither A nor B are right. So the right answer is option B reducing energy consumption. Energy conservation means reducing energy consumption but making no compromise in the quality and quantity of the production. So on the other hand, it can be defined like this also, increasing the plant efficiency. Third question, the principles of governing energy conservation policies are: first one maximum thermodynamic efficiency, second one maximum cost effectiveness, third one both A and B, and D neither A nor B. The basis for the energy conservation policies are with the are yes, the option is C, which is governed by what? Maximum thermodynamic efficiency as well as maximum cost effectiveness. So the right answer is option C. Then question 4, efficiency of energy is measured by zeroth law, first law, second law, and option D both first and second laws. The right answer is option D both first and second laws of thermodynamics, which is by which we can measure the energy efficiency. So that's all about session 3. The proper response, it is often framed in the luckily in the flow only ABCD, not intentionally I did it. And references, again the same standard textbook. By referring these textbooks only I have framed the contents. Once again my heartfelt thankfulness to these gentlemen for providing me an opportunity and for also guiding me in conducting the online sessions. Thank you one and all. See you in the next session. Bye bye.